Stepping your feet out wider than shoulder width. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling, transfer the weight to the right foot, lifting up the left heel and hiking up the left hip, and then smoothly move to the other side. Just tightening one side of the body, the waist to lengthen out the opposite side. And remember to breathe, reaching up. This just gets the muscles in the center of the body lengthened and soft and supple, so we can target the rest of the body even more effectively. Now keep your arms raised up. We're going to go straight into the waist stretch, 20 pulses. With your weight on your heels, rotate your thighs, reach up long through the right arm, left hand rests on the hip, the elbow directed to the side, out to externally rotate your raised arm. Inhale, exhale as you stretch and reach. Pulse up to 20 times from your waist. You want to feel a beautiful stretch all the way down the right side of your body down to your heel, but the pulsing movement is gentle and only from your waist for that smaller waistline. And slowly hinging forward at your hips, reach the arms to the front. Coming back up, reach the arms straight back up again. Reaching up through the left arm, the rib cage lifts, your tailbone sinks heavily to the floor, legs externally rotated. Breathe in, breathe out as you stretch and reach to the side. Externally rotating your left arm. Allow your low back to melt heavily to the floor. Make sure your knees are relaxed, your thighs externally rotated, and gently, delicately pulse. And then slowly, coming forwards, we'll double straight over for a hamstring stretch. Press the sit bones to the back, lift the sit bones to the ceiling, just double over, grabbing on the inside of the legs, and let your neck completely relax. Just fold at the hips, the heels press to the floor, the sit bones stretch up to the ceiling and also lengthen back. Breathe deeply while you hold the stretch and completely relax your neck. And coming out, bend your knees, hands on your thighs, walk your hands straight back up. So with your weight on your heels, outwardly rotate your legs, stretch up through the spine, let your hands float to the side, have the palms facing forwards, and then you're going to outwardly rotate your arms, just do 5 rotational pulses as the little finger pulses up and back. Now you're going to roll the arms internally. Now make sure your ribs are relaxed down, your spine is stretched up, you're stacked over your heels. Complete some more rotational pulses, lifting up tall. Just keep thinking up and lift it up through the ceiling. Now bring the arms straight back behind you. Your shoulder blades relax down, arms up as high as you can, and pulse your arms in towards each other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now relax your shoulders, roll them through. So standing at the bar for legs, we're going to do 1 set of spiral rotations. Your feet and your knees together, lift up your heels, and then with your checkpoints in place, move your knees forward so your hips lower, keeping your spine straight. Hip to the right, curl to the front, over to the left. We're going to do 3. And then you pause, lower down a little bit further, hip to the right, curl to the front, to the left. Do 1 more. Keep your spine stretched up as you lower down a little bit further. 3, 2, feel it in the thighs, and 1. Hold. Then you're going to reverse direction to the inside, curl, or to the left, curl, and do 3 more. Keep your spine lifted up. Feel that curl coming out of the pelvis. Now feel that out of the pelvic floor. Lift up a little bit high. 3, 2, and 1. Your knees and thighs are stable. In neutral, you rise up. Curl 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming up, down on the floor. So if you like to use a prop, you can find your block or a book or something to place between your knees to help stabilize you. Pressing your feet forward so you roll over your sit bones, and then you're going to curl your pelvis up, allowing your spine to melt into the center. We're just going to weight the arms 10 times to the front. Maybe you want to curl up even further. Stay lifted up through the spine. Maybe squeeze the muscles between the sit bones to intensify, so you're activating pelvic floor. Breathe in as the arms float up, and then exhale down. Do 10. Your spine curves inward softly at the front, Allow your muscles, your abdominals and your chest to melt inwards towards your spine. Don't forget to breathe deeply as you wave the arms up and softly let them float back down. Now we're going to take a breather, melt your spine in, and we're going to rotate your spine to the right and then to the left, 5 on each side. Stay within your comfort zone. From the waist down, you're completely stable. Don't worry how far your arms rotate to the side. Just rotate as far as you can while you feel in control of the movement. This tones your abdominals and pulls in your waist. Keep your lower ribs relaxed in towards your spine and remember to breathe. Return to the center. Maybe you want to deepen it, curl the pelvis up. Let's do another 10 while we're here. 10, 9, let the arms float up. 8, relax your shoulder blades down. 7, 6, feel the lift from the pelvic floor. 5 and 4, abs melting down. 3, 2 and 1. Slowly coming up to seated, let's move straight into the buttocks and thighs. So have your right knee in line with your hip. 20 pulses transitioning from bent to straight. Roll the pelvis forwards, lift up your left hip, rotate all the way around, arms a little bit wider than shoulder width. Now lengthen back through the knee, lift the knee and pulse the knee forwards and backwards 20 times, or if you know any other pulses, you can utilize those too. The movement is only coming from the knee. Make sure your lower ribs are tucked back into your spine, and if you need to, you can round softly your upper back. Now slowly straighten the leg out, adjust your position if you need to. Now going to do 20 pulses up and down to target the outer thigh and the buttocks. Keep your lower ribs relaxed down, lengthen to lift. Feel the extension of the leg coming from the center of your body. Externally rotate your leg outwards, but keep the lower hip completely relaxed. Feel the muscles working in the back of the leg. Resting your forearm down for the inner thigh. Now again, lift your hip up and allow that left side of the pelvis to roll backwards or move backwards. Reaching up and over, your spine is straight. 20 pulses, pulsing the leg up and down, or the rotational pulse. For that longer, leaner inner thigh, you want to fully extend the leg out through to the heel. The movement is gentle. Again, the rest of your body is completely stable. Relax the leg. Let's go to the other side. So rolling the knee down, lifting up your hip, take it over to the side or to the back. Lengthen through the knee, 20 pulses. Soften the muscles in the center of your body so the pulse works deeply into the base of the behind and the back of the leg. This lifts and sculpts and gives you a higher bottom line. And then stretch the leg out, another 20 pulses. Relax the leg you're resting on, relax your hips and relax your buttocks. Just breathe and allow your body to relax into position without collapsing. And relax the leg. Now for your inner thigh. This is going to pull in and lengthen your whole body. A great little catch-up reminder when you're running out of time. Perfect to do before you go out in the evening. One of my favorites. Roll the knee down, extend through the spine. Make sure you're not opening up the ribs, don't collapse down. Again, relax the lower leg. Allow the knee to roll down into the floor. Your shoulder blades are always in place, down towards your hips and broad and wide from the spine. And slowly coming out of that, now we'll go straight into a hip stretch. So you're going to cross the right leg in front of the left. And just allow yourself to reach forward, stretching right out through the spine, and then rotate to the right, keeping your spine lengthened out through the crown and return back to the front, left leg in front. This is really great little quick top up. Perfect to do before you go out, even when you're dressed to go out in the evening. No lying down, no messing up the hair. Stretch out, shoulder blades down and wide, and breathe. And then rotate ribcage, shoulders, neck and head, getting that beautiful lengthening and twisting at the center for that extra pull-in feel. And then come back to the front, lift your hands up. Let's add a little bit more pulling in with a trunk stretch. You're going to stretch out your right leg. Place the left foot on the outside of the leg. If you wish, you can bend the leg and rest it beside the hip, but you must be able to have both sit bones on the floor. So if your hip on the left side has lifted up, you must have this leg straight, the lower leg straight. Now stretch up through the spine, and then once you've lengthened up the muscles along the spine, you then add your rotation. Make sure you don't collapse back, just stay resting lightly and hold and breathe. And then slowly return to the front and go to the other side. So don't forget, if you're not able to keep your sit bones on the floor, keep that lower leg stretched out, otherwise place the heel against the hip. Lift up out of the pelvic floor, wrap your hand, your arm in front of the leg, and as you lift up, you then rotate. So you make sure you're rising up as you rotate, always lifting up out of the pelvis for the most wonderful results. And breathe. Soften your hip. Make sure your sit bones are down. And then return to the front. We're good to go out. I hope you enjoyed that top up. Let me know in the community of the cafe how it worked for you, but it's a really great reminder to get your muscles back into shape as quickly as possible. Works fantastically. Quick workout before you go out, because you don't have to lie down and mess yourself up. You can just put on something comfortable down below, even do it in your undies, get dressed, touch up the lippy, out the door. See you soon. Bye.